Namaste children, welcome to social studies class. Children, in our previous class we were discussing about fourth lesson, the states of India. In that class I explained to you names of 28 states and 8 union territories and their capitals. I hope you all learnt those all the names of states and capitals. If you are not learnt, you should learn those all the names of states and union territories and also their capital. Seeing them, you should be able to tell those all the names of states and capitals. I hope you will learn those all the states, names of states and capitals. With that hope, I am going to next part. So please look at your screen. I am going to share something which I am going to explain to you today. These I told you, names of states. These are all the 28 states names and their capitals we have to learn. Chhattisgarh, Raipur, Gujarat, Gandhinagar. These without seeing we have to tell these all. And also union territories here. These are all the 8 union territories printed in your textbook. I told you these two are merged. So now there are 8 union territories at present. Those 8 union territories names along with their capitals we have to practice. Okay, so this you can do it. Let's come to this part now. Okay, lesson number 4, the states of India. Now these point you can see there are 28 states and 8 union territories in India right now. It means at present 28 states are there and 8 union territories are there. Already in my previous class I explained this one to you. Just I am going to make this point repeated for you all. Then next point, India got its independence on 15th August 1947. This also I explained to you. Then next point, India became a republic country on 26th January 1950. In the year 1950, India became republic country, so that every year 26th January will be celebrated as Republic Day. Then what is government now? One of the important thing we should learn in this lesson is what is government. Here you can see the government is an organization which looks after the safety and welfare of the people. So it is nothing but it is taking care of the people who are all living in this country. So that government of our India, it is taking care of the people of India who are all living in this country. It will be taking care of them. Okay, it is. And here organization, I used a word. Here is a word, organization. Organization means nothing but samsthe or sangha, what we are calling it. One of the big organization it is taking care of people who are all living in that country. Okay, so and it is taking care of the safety of the people, and also it is taking care of the welfare of the development. Welfare is nothing but development of the people. So you know that road, then transport, bus, government schools. So these are all who are taking care of these all. These will be taken care by the government. Government is taking care of these all. It means government's duty is that. Its main duty is to take care of these all the public places. Okay, so that one you can keep it in your mind. Government is an organization which looks after the safety and welfare of the people. So overall living, their care it is taking. And next point you see, people of our country, government. It means in government who will be there? In government there will be elected members. Elected members means our people are going to put vote, and they are electing the persons as MLA, as MP. We are putting vote, we are casting vote, and we are electing them. Those people will be there in the government. Okay, in the state government and the central government, about that I will explain to you now. Okay, it means people of that government, they will be elected by the candidates of that government. They will be elected by the people who are all living in this country. They are going to put vote and they are electing them, and they are sending them to form a government. They will form the government. Okay, ನಾವು ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಗೆಲ್ಲಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, types of government. There are two types of governments we have in India. They are in the local level. For example, in the village there will be grama panchayat, that is taking care of the village, drainage, water facility, water supply, or then that road repair, and these are all the government schools in the village. These are all will be taken care by the gram panchayat in the village. In your Agribamnalli we have here Purasabha is taking care of it. So it is taking care of our Agribamnalli town. So like that, somebody should take care of our whole country, no? So this care will be taken by the government. Government is taking care of whole country. And here we have two types of governments. One is state government and second one is central government. Look at this. Okay, look at this here, state government and central government. So first, state government, it will be in all the states. There are how many states? 28 states, no? In all the 28 states there will be a state government. And in this government who will be there? The head of the state government will be governor. Governor will be appointed by president. He will be the head of the state government. And you know that all the 28 states, they are having their own capitals. In those capital cities of the states will be their state government. For example, Karnataka's state government will be in its capital Bengaluru. Like that, Maharashtra, its capital is Mumbai. So in Mumbai it will be having its state government. Okay, in state government, what all the persons will be there in state government? In state government, you keep it in your mind that children, in state government, governor will be there, chief minister will be there, and other ministers will be there. These are all the persons, they will be there in the state government. And also some officers, government officers will be there in the state government. Okay, state governments will be taking care of the state. There are 28 states in India. Those all the for those all the 28 states, there are 28 state governments. Karnataka state government is taking care of Karnataka state. Andhra Pradesh state government, it is taking care of Andhra Pradesh state. Kerala's state government, it is taking care of Kerala's Kerala states. And this like this, all the states, they are having their own state governments and they are taking care of their own state. So this one. And central government, so there will be a government in the main government, it is considered as central government. It is taking care of whole country, whole India. It is taking care of whole India, not only one state or one union territory. It is taking care of whole country. Here you can see central government. And which is the national capital of India? The national capital of India is New Delhi. It means central government, it is existed in this city, capital city, New Delhi. Our central government is there in New Delhi. And its duty, what is its duty? It is taking care of all the union territories. There are 8 union territories, no? These are all the union territories, they will be taken care by the central government. And also it is taking care of whole India. So it means how many central governments will be there in our country now? So only one central government will be there in our country. It is taking care of our whole country, whole India, and it will be in New Delhi, capital city of our country. And over all the persons in, like in state government, I told you, governor, chief minister, other ministers. Then in central government, who will be there? Yes, keep it in your mind that children, in central government there will be president. Then under the president there will be prime minister will be there. Then present president is Shri Ramnath Kovind ji, and present prime minister is Shri Narendra Modi ji. Like this, there will be a president and prime minister and other ministers. There are so many ministers, so they are having their own work. All the ministers will be there in this central government. president, prime minister and other ministers and some central officers. Some of the higher officers will be there in the central government. So these are all they will be working in that central government, and its headquarter will be New Delhi. Central government's headquarter. All the works will be taking place in the New Delhi city only. Okay, this is about two types of government: state government and central government. And I told you that union territory and state. What is the difference between state means what? Union territory means what? You are having confusion, no? So Guruji, what is this? State means what? Union territory means what? You may have this confusion. Answer for that: states are having their separate governing body, including governor, chief minister and other ministers, and also some senior officers. In state government, who will be there? There will be chief minister, governor and other ministers will be there in the state, and it is taking care of only one state. Karnataka state government, Karnataka's, and Uttar Pradesh state government, it is taking care of Uttar Pradesh. So like this, it is state, but union territories are there, no? They will be directly controlled by the central government. It means central government is directly taking care of the union territories. It means they are only directly ruling the union territories. Okay, states will be ruled by state governments. Union territories will be ruled by central government. Did you understand? This is the main difference we can see in between union territories and state. States are ruled by state government and union territories are ruled by central government. Then next point you see here, the smallest union territory. There are how many union territories are there in India? 8 union territories. 8. So which are those 8 union territories? Already I told you now. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Chandigarh and Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. These two together 1. Then Delhi, Lakshadweep, Puducherry, Ladakh and Jammu Kashmir. These are 8 union territories. Okay, Jammu Kashmir. These 8. Among these 8, which is the biggest union territory and which is the smallest union territory? The biggest union territory is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Biggest is Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and smallest is Lakshadweep Island. Lakshadweep Islands, it is the smallest union territory of our India, and the biggest union territory is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Then I told you that in my previous class, which is the largest state and which is the populous state in India. So here, according to area, if you considered, the largest state in India is Rajasthan. We are considering area wise. It has lots of land area, Rajasthan. It is one of the big state in our country. And very smallest state in India is Goa, according to its area wise smallest state is Goa. Next one, according to the population, how many people are living in that state? By considering that, which is the largest country in the India? So according to population, the largest country in India is Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is the state. It is largest state in our India, and smallest state is Sikkim. It has less population. Smallest state according to its population is Sikkim. These are all the points I covered today. So this is about union government, about central government. There are two types of government. One is state government and one more is central government. Central government is taking care of whole country, and state governments are taking care of their respective states. And also I told you about union territories, smallest and biggest union territory, and largest and smallest countries, smallest states of India according to their area. So these are all the things I covered today. I hope if you these are all the points I covered today, and If you have any doubts about these, you can call me and ask. And don't forget to learn those states and union territories names and their capitals. Okay, so all of you learn well. Okay, take care all of you children. Have a nice day. And in my next class I am going to give you the questions and answers of this fourth lesson. Okay, धन्यवाद.